Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Discriminating Gamer and another unboxing video. Today we're taking a look at Save South Vietnam. Now this is a solitaire game of the South Vietnamese versus and U.S. war against the Viet Cong and North Vietnam in 1965 through, well, whenever. And this is published by Fortress Games. Boys, it is just like the Alamo. By God, somebody should have helped those Texans. I'm going to Vietnam. President Lyndon B. Johnson. Now, this, okay, is it doesn't say anything on the back as far as age or length of play or anything like that. So I was kind of hoping it did, but this is going to give you an idea of what we're going to see inside of this game. Now let's get this thing opened up and take a look at it. So I have actually been having a lot of fun. There's a lot of solo solitaire games, war games that have been coming out lately, and I've been having a lot of fun playing them and learning them. They've just been great. So really excited to see this one show up. Okay, it looks really good, and I like to see how it plays. I think this is just going to be. I think it's going to be a fun, great game. Now, inside here, what are we going to get? Well, first of all, we're going to get a set of dice. We're going to get a red and a green dice. Okay, nice little round corners, and those look good. Now, let's go ahead. Everything's really tight in here, so I kind of need to pull everything out a little bit, tip it over, because yeah, it's kind of not super easy getting out of the box, but that's perfectly fine. Okay, initial setup's going to be on the back of the. Whoops! Let me get that in there so you can see it. Initial setup's going to be in the back of the book. Okay, or initial setup. Sorry, see page 4. Okay, for the game setup, but this is going to give you a little look at what you're looking at. We got sections in the back of the book. There's 23 pages, but you got sections you can put notes. Still never saw anything about your length of play or anything else. But let's slide this over here. And there we go. Let's get it in. Whew. Okay, I'm at a weird angle today, so it's kind of hard for me to see everything. All right, so it looks like we're going to have your game board. You're going to talk about the different locations on it. Some of the different counters you're going to have. Looks like you got your game set up. Regular turn. All right. Not a lot of diagrams for doing stuff. So let's just see. Hopefully that text is going to be good enough and explaining it. Some games it is, some games it's a little rougher, but you can usually figure it all out. Now, let's keep going through here. We've got some game events. All right. What do we got? Optional 1 rule, U.S. Independent Brigades. Not really sure how this is all going to play. It looks like we have a short scenario option. All right, so if you don't want to play a long game, maybe you can get a little shorter game in there for you. The long game, like I said, I have no idea how long it's going to be. Maybe it depends on your play style. You know, there's some people that probably play these games and they'll play a little bit here and they'll get up and go take a break and come back and play a little bit more later. Now, this is going to be, it looks like a reference card, and that is a ton of information. Wow, looks like you got all your different rows, different things. Wow, I'm guessing this is going to be your dice rolls. So depending on what your dice rolls are, you're just going to go across the chart and you're going to see what happens. I kind of like that. Really unique. Nothing really unique actually. Looks like you got our dice roll here and you're airing across. Looks like there's going to be some good charts in here. Order of combat losses. All right, I'd love to see how that one plays out. Now, let's take a look at these counters, because we're definitely going to have a lot of counters in this game. You never have a war game without them. All right, and let's see. Oh, they're going to flip up to down. There you go. All right. And these tokens are starting to fall out just by me touching them, so they're actually going to punch really nice. Give you a nice close-up look at those. Okay, now let's see. Give you a close-up look at those as well. There you go. Little turn order counter. Oh, backside, just in case there's something a little bit different. Looks like, see, these are blank, and you don't know what's going to be there. And what do we got here? All right, these are some busy looking counters. Look at those. Yeah. But they look simple enough. All right, it doesn't look like there's too much stuff on these counters to where it's going to be really hard to figure out what's going on. Okay, let's look at the top piece on these. Yep, and these are the ones here that you have the blank on the other side. Now, this is going to be fun because this board is going to be as big as I was kind of thinking it was. And it's going to be about an 8-panel board, I think. Yeah, they have some really large boards on these games, and I can say I like that. All right, so let's get this thing flattened out. And as you can see, you're only seeing part of this board right now. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you, we'll call it a small little helicopter ride. How about that? I'm going to take you on a small little ride, because what we're going to do is we're just going to lift you up a little bit, and we're going to give you a bird's eye view of what this map is going to look like. And then I'm going to pan. You're going to see some glares. I'm going to get those glares out of there here in a second. I'm going to pan to those sections. I just want you to really take in what this map size is and what all is on here. That is a gorgeous, gorgeous map. Absolutely love it. Okay, now let's do this. Let's slide it over here. Okay, so if we look over here in this corner, we're gonna definitely see this is gonna be the territory for right over here. We got our base area. All right, looks like you're gonna have your different regiments over here. I'm guessing that your U.S. division, this is where you're gonna be able to put all of your tokens, all your counters maybe. Looks like we have some, combat results, political cadres lost in combat, the NVA descent into populous area. So probably when you're trying to do different things. All right, we have a place for your political cadres right there. And then your calendar. I'm not really sure how this calendar is going to come into effect, but this whole side over here is just your different calendar. And then when you come down over here, we're gonna have our turn phases and our year-end phase. And every section is going to have, looks like, locations where I'm guessing different casualties. You're going to be able to track different things are going to happen. Looks like we've got our recovery area. Oh, yeah. There's a lot going on in this board. There is a lot going on, but it looks fantastic. That is just a beautiful map. Really beautiful map. But there you go. That's actually everything you're going to get with this game. Okay, we've got the map. It's going to fit down in the bottom. We'll go ahead and throw our tokens, our counters in there. I'm going to go back. I'm going to punch those. I'm going to put them in bags like I always do. I'll do it off camera. You don't need to watch me do that. Get our rule book. Definitely make sure we get our dice in there. And our book. And there you go. Or book. Well, our box top. And there you go. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is Save South Vietnam, a solitaire game by Fortress Games. Okay, to me, this game looks amazing. Looks fantastic. I can't wait to get this one to the table, to try it out and actually see how it is. You know, Fortress Games got a few solitaire games. I'm really curious to check them out and try them out. If you've played them, leave your comments down below in the bottom. I'd actually love to hear them. I'd love to know which one your favorite game is. Have you played this one? Do you like this one? Are you looking forward to this one? Even if it's bad, if you don't like them, hey, I want to hear those as well. I like to hear and I like to read all your guys' comments. But as always, thank you for watching.
Global thermonuclear war!